Accident waiting to happen. Driver's fault. Not me. But we're about to talk about that. Up next. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy TC with GrimReaper Transport. Check it out today, just like the title says. An accident waiting to happen. Driver fault? Most of the time it is. Sorry to say, but that's how it is sometimes. I've been hearing a lot, and I've been seeing a lot where drivers pulling campers are causing unnecessary damage to the campers because of the lack of attention they're paying to their camper when they're driving. Look, one of my other guys was telling me yesterday that he pulled up to a dealer and another guy pulled up. They've been trailing each other the whole while up there. But this dude had a softball size area on his trailer that was damaged. And he tried to say he don't know how it happened. He didn't do it. Then he changed the story to where like something fell and hit it. This, that, and the third. First things first, let all of you know this. If any damage happens to your trailer, you need to contact your safety and compliance division, period. Or your accident division, whatever they call it. You need to call them first. My camera a little dirty, hold on. There we go. You need to call them first. No ifs, ands, buts about it. So they can contact the manufacturer and let the manufacturer know. Because getting to the dealership, coming up with some crazy behind story, or try to lie about it, it's not gonna help you. It really is not. It's not whatsoever. It's not gonna help. Two, most of the damage that's caused to a travel trailer, it's avoidable. The drivers can't avoid it. Driving in high winds, that's a no-no. You flip the trailer, that's a damaged trailer. Maybe even a total trailer. That's avoidable. Pulling out of a fuel outlet. Hitting the pole, pulling out of a fuel outlet. That's avoidable. If you're paying attention. Hitting the vehicle next to you. That's 50-50. Because we do still have some type of blind spots depending on what type of vehicle you're driving and the mirror setup. So that's 50-50. But it can be. The 50% of it you can avoid. The other 50% it's a toss-up. These percentages are not accurate, so don't hold me to it. This is just my opinion. But mirrors are the main key when you're driving and you're pulling a travel trailer. It's the main key to prevent a preventable accident. It is. Like I drive a 350, the F250, 350, and 450s. Mirror setups are all the same. First thing first, you got to make sure your mirrors are extended out. Now, if you're driving a Dodge, your mirrors have to be flipped up. But you need to make sure that you can see down the side of your trailer and that you can see off in the blind spots away from the trailer, away from your truck. This is what that little mirror at the bottom is for. That little mirror at the bottom, you push it to where you can see it. You can push it all the way in to where you can see everything, almost everything in your blind spot on the left and the right. You push it all the way out. Top mirror is typically down the side of your trailer and out towards, you should see the white or yellow line, solid line, and maybe another, or I'd say maybe 4 feet away from your truck. When you're making these turns, pulling out the fuel island, you need to be looking at both of those mirrors, the big one and the small one. When stuff disappears out of that big mirror, you need to look at the small mirror because it's going to pick it up. And if you barely can see it in the small mirror, you need to stop. Get out, check. On the big trucks, they have gold written on the mirrors, meaning get out and look. Always. If you can't see something, you ain't sure about it, get out and look. Don't be that person like, oh, I ain't worried about it, I got it. I've been driving 20, 30 years. I don't ever hit nothing. This and that. It's a first time for everything. And if any driver in your entire life tell you they drove and they ain't hit not one thing, not one, they'll lie. I don't give a damn if they CDL or non-CDL. They'll lie. You can't tell me you ain't bumped into something. And you can't tell me you ain't literally hit something and tore it up. One of the two. It's still hit. So you can't sit and tell me that you ain't never hit anything while driving. Whether it was a big truck, your personal vehicle, whatever. You can't tell me you ain't done it. Ain't nowhere in here. A little bump, yeah. It ain't cause for no police report or nothing like that. Yeah, there's no record of it. But you still hit something. And you know you hit something. So don't lie to people and tell them you ain't never hit nothing a day in your life. Cut that out. I'm going to put, since I'm driving, I can't do it. But I'm going to wait till I stop and park. Hopefully, I'll be done parked before, I don't know, it might be dark by then. But I might pull over and do it. And I'm going to show you how my mirrors are set up. And I'm going to put it in next. All right, right here you can see the car disappearing out of the big mirror. You can still see him in the little mirror. If you look at the big mirror, you can see how much you can see. But the little mirror, you can see beyond the big mirror, if you see what I'm talking about right there. All right, we're back. Well, you see how my mirror setup works. I can see down both sides of my trailer. I can see beyond my trailer with the smaller mirrors and beyond my truck. So there's not a blind spot. There's still a blind spot there. Trust me, it is. It's really still a blind spot. But you got to be careful how you judge your blind spots. Like I got a car coming up on my driver's side now. I can see it in the big mirror. It disappeared. I can look down in the small mirror. I see it. And then it's like a slight second to where you can only see the rear part of the car and still don't see the front part by your window. So those are your little blind spots. You got to know your blind spots when you're driving. If you don't understand this, ask your safety person or your yard boss. Get them to show you little tricks about using your mirrors, how to look further down inside of your vehicle. All of this. Your mirrors adjust, especially if you have electronic mirrors. You could pan them in, pan them out. The only mirrors I know as of now that it's not electronic yet is the small mirror. You physically have to touch those. But your big mirrors still pan in and out. If you can't see something with that small mirror, hit the button, get your big mirror, and try to turn your big mirror as far out as possible so you can see what you're trying to see on your blind side. And your blind side is always your right side of the truck. That's just your blind side. That's just it. You making turns at stoplights. A lot of people turn too short. You want to pull up a little bit and then you want to turn it. You worried about the swing on the back end of the trailer, which is understandable. You're trying to avoid that overhang swing. Now, when you're pulling trailers that long, there are little tricks you do to avoid that overhang. You don't want to come too far over, like if you're making a right turn. You don't want to come too far over to the right, but you want to come over just a little bit to the. You want to try to stay almost in the center. And when you go to make that right turn, you're gonna go out further, and then make a sharp right turn and make that swing. Like me, I'm dealing with a 53-foot trailer. If it's a tight right, I'm gonna have to take up 2 lanes. It's just like when I was driving a semi-truck. That's the rule. You have to take 2 lanes to make the turn. If not, you're not gonna make the turn. You're gonna ride the curb. You're gonna hit something on the curb, like the light pole, the pedestrian pole, stuff like that. Stop sign. You're gonna tear that up, and literally might tear up the trailer. Me in a 53-foot, I'm gonna have to take up 2 lanes. And the little trick for us is that we're gonna be in the lane that we're supposed to turn in, but before we get up to the light or the stop sign, we're gonna ease over to the left and take up the second lane, as well as the lane that we're gonna be turning, the original turn lane. And then when we go to make our right turn, our back of our trailer is gonna come out. It's gonna shift left some, and it's gonna come out, and then it's gonna start pivoting, and it's gonna pivot right around that curve. You guys with CDLs should know this, but it's good to always have a refresher. You guys that's doing the non-CDLs and y'all pulling these 40-foot trailers, these can be little things that help you out so you don't get in an accident. You don't cause an accident. You don't cause damage to the unit that you're transporting. Because the whole point of this game is to save money. Save money, make money. Make money, save money. You feel me? But I don't want to waste any of my money, regardless. I got bills to pay. I got the truck to upkeep. I got a trailer now that I got to keep up. Nah, I'm trying to keep my money. So, the moral of the story: you're unsure, get out and look. You can't see, get out and look. Use your mirrors. Make sure your mirrors are adjusted appropriately. And stop lying when you just please stop telling lies about how the unit got damaged. If the unit was damaged and you didn't call your safety officer or the compliance division or the damage division, whatever the division is over dealing with the dealing with damaged property. If you didn't contact them when it happened, you can't say it happened while I was on the road. You can't say it happened in transit. So, stop the lies. Every time I drive down the road, I'm always looking out my mirrors, checking my load. I'm always checking. I'm not some people that they'll hook up and just take off and drive. That's all they want to do is just drive. They ain't worried about what they got behind them. They just drive. Well, if you ain't worried about what you have behind you, this is how you gonna mess around and damage your travel trailer. Because you done forgot, you got it back there. That's bad. You don't want to do that. You don't want to forget that. I'm sorry, I was looking at my clock. Looking at my my ELD. Oh yes, I'm on ELD now. Since I'm pulling a 53-foot trailer, I'm on ELD now. Just stop the lies. If you damage it at a fuel island, or you damage it at Walmart, or you damaged a unit while you was at home because you didn't see something, call the department. Just tell them, look, I effed up, I messed up, I made a mistake. This is what happened. I'm sending you the pictures. What do I do from this point on? They're gonna tell you, they'll call you back. They're gonna look over the pictures. They're gonna notify the manufacturer. Manufacturer gonna tell them what's what. Then they're gonna call you back and tell you what you're gonna do. How to bring the unit back, or continue and take the unit on down. It's one of the two. What a lot of drivers don't want to deal with is that they don't want to bring the units back, because 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get paid to bring it back. You already got paid to take it as far as you did. You're not gonna get paid coming back. This is the reason why they don't want to fess up about it early. Either way it go, let's put it this way. You take the unit to Oregon, and you coming all the way from Indiana. Oregon say they don't want it, so you got to bring it back. Now you bringing it back, but guess what? You ain't getting paid to bring it back. So what now? Now you got to drive all those hours coming all the way back, not getting paid, when 4 hours down the road from Indiana is when the damage happened. I'd rather take the 4 hours coming back instead of taking 2 days, 3 days to come back. Well, from Oregon, yeah, it's gonna be about 3-4 days. So I hate to be driving back 3 to 4 days compared to 4 hours. Suck it up, eat it up. You caused the damage. It's your fault. That's your punishment. Come on. And see what's gonna mess with, and see what I think is already happening is that once you try to turn in your stuff saying this, that, the third, trying to get paid, either way it go, you're not gonna get paid for that load until everybody's finished doing their little investigation, trying to figure out how the damage happened and who was responsible for the damage. So either way it go, you coming back without getting paid until it's figured out. Unless you're gonna sit there and wait to see what they say, X, Y, Z, try to argue with everybody and tell them, nah, you're gonna pay me to bring it back. Why are they gonna pay you to bring something back that you damaged? Come on. Let's be real. You got insurance. Insurance is gonna cover it. Bring it back, let it get fixed, get you another unit, and keep going. Don't be an ass. Trying to make folks do something that they don't have to do. You damaged the goods. You made the trip, but you damaged it, and you didn't fulfill your side. Believe it or not, you're in violation of your contract anyway if you don't report the damage. That's your responsibility. You are supposed to report the damage once it occurs, once you notice it occurred. You can't tell me that you done drove over 1,000 miles and you didn't notice the damage. And I'm gonna prove to you, because some of y'all might be sitting there saying, oh no, it could just happen. It might happen if you drove like 100, 200 miles and you ain't stopped and got out your truck. Okay, yeah, it's possible. But 1,000 miles, over 1,000 miles, nah. Because let's go back to Transport 101, Big Truck 101, Trucking 101. You stop at a truck stop to go take a leak. Go inside, you go off duty on your logs, or you might be on duty, whichever one you pick. You go inside, take your leak, you come back outside. What are you supposed to do when you come back, when you start back approaching your truck? You're supposed to visually scan your truck. Then you're supposed to visually walk around and visually scan your load. Meaning you're doing another pre-trip that's not being flagged on your log. You're supposed to do this every time you leave your load. Once your load is out of your sight, when you come back to it, you're supposed to visually inspect and physically inspect your load. That's Trucker 101. So you telling me you go into a place, you're in there for 15, 20 minutes, come back out, and you're not going to walk back around your truck to make sure everything's secure, everything's on your camper, ain't nobody jimmy the lock on any of the compartments on the camper. You're not going to check. You're just going to jump back in the truck and take off. You're not even going to hit your four ways to make sure your lights are still working on your camper before you take off. This is what you're supposed to do. Now, to you all that wasn't taught this, you know this now. I don't care if you go inside for 5 minutes. Somebody could reach in the back of your truck, like if you got a fifth wheel. Somebody could reach in the back of your truck, pull your safety pin, and pull your release handle, and open the jaws on your fifth wheel. Sorry about that, I had a call. But somebody can open the jaws on your fifth wheel. You don't check to see if your safety pin is in your fifth wheel. You jump in your truck, crank up, you pull off, your trailer stays still, and then all of a sudden you feel this boom. What was that? That was the fifth wheel dropping into the bed of your truck. Also, bending your tailgate or damaging your tailgate because somebody unlocked your fifth wheel. The travel trailers, the bumper pulls, same scenario. If you ain't got the lock, in the latch that keeps the ball locked to your that keeps the trailer hitch locked to the ball, somebody done went by there and pulled the pin out. You didn't want to put a lock on there. That was too much work. You put the pin in there. Okay, somebody goes in there and pulls the pin out. Okay, and they unlock it. But then you say, hey, I use the weight distribution hitch so it still stay on there. Yeah, for how long? Till you hit one good bump, and then it goes up and slips off to the side, and then all of a sudden it drops or the chain snap, whose fault is gonna be? I'm just telling you like it is. Y'all excuse my ashy hands, but I use some of that gritty stuff at the truck wash because I had some grease on my hand. I ain't got to my lotion yet. Or my oil. I know I got some here somewhere. But it's all your fault because you're supposed to check these things. Anything can happen in 5 minutes. Anything can happen in 3. It's just that quick. So whenever you stop and your load is out of your sight, you need to check your load. You need to check your locking points. Where your load is secured to your vehicle, you need to check all of it. Walk around, check. It don't take but like freaking, what, 2-3 minutes to do all that. If everything is in place the way you put it, it don't take that long. Now, if somebody tampered with it, now it's going to take a little bit more time. But why say, oh, screw it, just stay that way. I'm going about my business and go. Well, instead of you taking that 5 or 10 minutes to fix the issue, now you're sitting on the side of the road somewhere for about 5 to 6 hours because your trailer done came off your truck. Come on, we got to use our heads, people. You have a lot of jealous people out here, and a lot of people in the trucking world still don't like the fact that hot shots are out here making the same money they're making or more. You're in transport. You're still a type of a hot shot because you're doing all your work with a truck, with a pickup truck. And believe it or not, you're making equal or even more than most of these dang truck drivers out on the road. So don't you think you got some people out there that still carry that hatred for a hot shot that they don't want to see them make any money. They want to see them lose their money. So they're going to set you up for failure. So pay attention. These are the things that can keep you from having issues or damages or accidents. Use your head. Remember, check your mirrors. Watch your turns. Whenever your wheel turns, your eyes should be looking at either one of the mirrors to make sure that you're clearing your truck and your trailer. All right? And whenever the vehicle's out of your sight, that even means when you lay down and go to sleep at night, you close your eyes. Your vehicle, your trailer, your cargo is out of your sight at that time. So, this is the reason why they made it mandatory for you to do a pre-trip at the start of every new day. Or at the start of, we're not going to say every new day because you can mess around and do 2 pre-trips in one day. At the start of every new cycle, should I say. And it's because the vehicle was out of your sight. You was asleep. It's out of your sight. Anybody could have been around your vehicle doing whatever. So you're supposed to check your vehicle. So let's be the smart transporter, the wise transporter, and do the responsible thing. I know you guys want to make this money. I ain't gonna say it's all easy money, but it ain't damn hard. If it get more easier than what it already is, it ain't even gonna be worth doing. For what you're getting paid, it's sweet. So let's use our heads. It's just plain and simple. If you're too tired, you can't see how to bag something in, ask for help. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Always ask for help. It's best to ask for help and not and feel a little shame instead of not asking for help, being embarrassed, have to come out your pocket, and might lose your contract. Meaning being de-leased from a company. So let's use our heads, all right? I know all of y'all that's looking at my videos, man. Y'all looking at my videos for a reason. Because y'all want to know the info that I know, or the info that I obtain, or the info that people tell me in order for you to get out here on this road and look like a professional, look like somebody that's been doing this for years, and this might be your first time doing it. You want that recognition. You want to get out here, you want to make sure you're going to keep your money in your pocket. But let's make it clear. Accidents do happen. And there might be a time where something happened and you just couldn't control it. Suck it up. Be a man or a woman, whichever is watching. No discrimination here. And confess. Hey, just tell the truth. Yay. X, Y, and Z happened. Man, I thought I had it. Or boom, boom, boom. This what happened. Screwed up. All right, what we got to do? Yo, they respect you more, and they'll work with you even more by being honest. If you just straight up come up with some lie, they're going to tolerate it for a little bit. But if you keep it up, de-lease. They're going to sit back and be like, I smell some. You understand me? I'm trying to keep the cursing out because I don't want YouTube to demonetize me. I'm trying to get monetized. But let's do right, y'all. Do right. And like I always say, wait a minute. Rewind. I need 20 likes. If this video is beneficial for you and your company, whichever company it is, I don't care if it's Dynamic, Synergy, Foremost, Horizon, Indiana Transport, I don't care. If it was beneficial for you to know this knowledge, to hear somebody tell you this, because you haven't heard it before, receive this tip. Give me 20 likes. 20 likes. That's all I ask, 20 likes. And to recap on my previous video about me loading the triples, on that video, if you guys want me to show you how I load triples from the beginning to the end, I need 30 likes on that video. I said 30 subscribers, but I meant 30 likes. But if I can get 30 subscribers on that video, that'd be good too. If I get 30 likes or 30 subscribers on that video, I'll do the triples for you. All right? Now on this one, I just need 20 likes. Just show me that this was beneficial for you. I want to make sure I'm hitting on topics that that helps out the next driver. No matter who it is. 20 likes, 20 likes. Let me get 20 likes. All right? And like I always say, the road may be grim, but I'm going to reap that money all day. All day. Reap that money. Yeah. Y'all keep the rubber side down. Be blessed.